Welcome to the M.A.C address, the place to go to get the news and information that you can use, as well as get some information that is utter nonsense, but will bring a smile to your face, because that's what we do. Ladies and gentlemen, the M.A.C address starts right now.
Yeah, hey everybody, how y'all doing? And welcome to another episode of the M.A.C address. We have a full house again today, so we're gonna go around and introduce ourselves.
I'm Malika, the M in Mac.
I am April, the A and Mac with Olivia.
And I am Chris, the C and Mac, and with her voice back, she has joined us again. Go and introduce yourself, ma'am.
I'm the raspy Jennifer this week.
Yeah, she still sounds a little bit like Starscream, but she all right. And again, we are the M.A.C address, broadcasting to you some good information to you that will be beneficial to you, but at the same time, some that ain't. But if you like our podcast, make sure you go and subscribe, like, comment, give us all the goods. You know, let us know how we doing. And of course, if you're feeling generous, you can always donate to the M.A.C address, which is on every video, and that is and Ms. Ruby just joined. I mean, she's here. She ain't joined below. No, she ain't gonna join. She got food.
Yeah.
Oh, you hear that, Mom? She said Auntie Ruby.
Is that what she said? Right?
Auntie Ruby.
Oh,
Ruby.
Auntie Ruby over there.
You wanna go see her?
You wanna go see Auntie Ruby?
You wanna go see her? Or you wanna stay with me?
You got this bushy thing over there.
all right. So, all right. Well, ladies, how are y'all doing today?
Yay.
All right. Yeah. Well, it is a Monday for today for y'all. All right, but that's all right though. We all here. We're all healthy.
I got my car back.
Yay,
You got your
I
car
saw
back?
that.
Yay!
I didn't see it because I was already
Yeah,
here.
you was already here, and I was like,
Yeah, so you ain't driving the
my
diamond in the
daddy.
back,
Yeah, ain't
sunroof
driving
top.
that no more. I was happy to get that back to him.
Well, that car was actually bending corners like the cartoons whenever he made the turn.
But that's a good car. I mean,
I-
it's been
they-
around for a long time.
Normally those cars are. Normally they are. All right, so y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. So who wants to start first? I'm going to ask that every time.
All the time.
All the time, just like God is good.
Yes.
Whoever. I mean, I have 2 questions. I can't prepare.
See, look at her.
Jennifer
Yeah,
is ready. What
All
you
right.
got, ma'am?
So I was thinking about this the other day, and I was like, all right, as we're getting older,
Breaking down. Mm-hmm.
what is like one of the biggest fears that you have about getting older? And I already have my answer, so I can go first if you would like.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's see.
So I'd say, as I'm getting older, one of the biggest fears that I have is just like dying alone. And I don't mean like I won't have any friends or anything like that, but I'm just saying like I don't have kids. Well, technically I have a husband, but I won't have a husband. You know, I have my brother and his wife, but they have 2 boys that are autistic, and like the line is not gonna be gone. And I have 4 cousins, so we have a small family. So I guess that's my biggest fear is just that I'll be like in a home somewhere and like just by myself.
Yeah.
That's actually a legitimate fear.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's a fear for a lot of senior citizens. I mean, especially if they're if they have a family and once they get older and it's almost like the reduction of family coming to see you goes down.
Right.
So I can definitely see that. That's a genuine fear right there. I got you.
And I don't want to be like an invalid. Like when I can't go to the bathroom by myself, just take me out back and put me out. Like, so I am so for, I know this is probably bad, but I am so for like, what's it called, where you can go to Oregon or whatever and
Yeah.
sign up and genocide or whatever.
Yeah.
And they'll put you in the chamber and put you to sleep. Like I'm all about that. Like if I'm older and I don't have anyone, and that's fine. I'm fine with my own company right now, you know. But I'm just saying in the future, you know, if that happens, I'd be totally for that. But that's probably my like biggest fear as I'm getting older. Is just like having my community of people. Because my grandmother, like, she lived to 103 and she was blind and deaf and everything. But she also took her first grade teacher in, and Miss Golda was her name, and she lived with her until she died. And I'm like, you know, do I have somebody like that would
Yeah.
do that for me? That's
pretty
not
sure-
family?
I could see somebody, one of your kids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. Maybe one of my students would. You know, I would feel such a burden though, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, but that's just one of my biggest fears as I get older, not wanting to go out that way. Oh,
What,
Sorry.
what about you, babe? You wanna,
It's drinking over here.
babe, you wanna go next?
I guess my fear would be like dementia, like not remembering and having people to endure all of what comes with that sometimes.
yeah.
I wouldn't want Nyla to go through that.
That was one of the ones I was gonna say.
Yeah.
right
And then just not being able to move like I need to or want
Stop
to.
stealing my answers.
I got, the tendonitis in the hip thing. I'm just like, is this going to be the rest of my life? I'm just hoping it improves.
But then you don't know in the future what medicine can be. We could have bionic legs.
Yeah.
That's true. You know what? Speaking of which, it would be nice if they actually made these legs look like real legs. You know, don't
Yeah.
get, I mean, I understand that, they have this steel tube and thing like that, but, I'm pretty sure you could put some kind of silicone some around
They
it.
do. Some of them do.
But
They have
why-
feet.
Well, I'm just saying, but why not just do that? Don't
It
have
just
it.
depends on
Well,
what they can
money.
afford.
This goes on top of it though. So we can clone animals, we can clone things. Why can't we grow legs yet? Or, like regrow appendages yet?
Why can't we be like worms or the lizard?
Yeah.
No, ma'am.
There's an actual Spider-Man character named the Lizard, and when he's a human, he only has one arm. But when he turns into the lizard, that other arm grows back. But when he turns back to the human, that arm goes away. It's crazy.
Wow.
It shows a level of accuracy about a lizard. Yeah.
What about
All
you,
right.
April?
Olivia playing the piano and forgetting about you.
It would be dying before I get to really see her grow. And, her have children.
So, like,
Going
the children burying you.
I mean, I don't know, just going, I don't know.
So, like, the latest in life would be like her being a teenager or something, and then
I'm gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Leaving her
Early.
because I did have her older. Like, most of my friends, all their kids are graduating high school or have graduated high school. And I'm like, I got a 2-year-old. So,
that sounds like my best friend.
So, I mean,
You got a 3-year-old.
I don't know.
But blessed to have it.
I mean,
Yes.
yes, I am
Yeah.
blessed to have it. Yes, I wasn't that easy to get knocked up, so I got to experience my 20s. I mean, I was pretty much in a relationship all of my 20s, but still, I don't know, just leaving her too soon.
Yeah, I understand. That's good, April. I mean, it's terrifying, but
Yeah.
it's good. I mean, for me, I actually had a couple. Like, dementia was one of them. Like Miss Malika said, losing a limb. Like, because I am hypoglycemic, which is pretty much borderline diabetic. But as you get older, closeness of becoming an actual diabetic, it is there. People, they lose an arm, they lose a leg. A lot of the times they lose a leg or some toes or something like that. And I don't. For me to be one of those type of guys who does a lot, like being a martial arts instructor, going to work and things of that nature. It's just something about having something removed from me, to keep me alive. It's just terrifying it's just terrifying news to even hear if I was to go to the doctor and say, okay, we have to amputate. And I'm like, because it's almost like when that happens, it almost like it takes a part of you. They're taking a part of you, but it takes a part of you mentally as well. That's, to be honest with you, that's kind of what happened in that movie Jason's Lyric. The role that if anybody's seen it, it's the role that Forrest Whitaker played. As their dad.
Yeah.
When he lost his leg, that's when a part of him died. He just became this crazy guy. So the dementia, not being able to take care of myself, becoming an amputee. Those are my scary ones. We started this thing off like
Dark.
woo,
All right, so you ready for part 2?
I almost want to cry. I don't know if I'm ready. Let me go get some tissue. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm ready.
All right, if you could go back to your 18-year-old self and tell them one piece of advice,
Lose some weight, boy.
what would that advice be? Senior year of high school, what are you going to tell you?
No student loans. Stay in the area.
Don't like that boy. He's no good for you.
Don't trust your auntie. She gonna kick you out. I say that because I actually lost a full ride scholarship to the Art Institute of Atlanta because I didn't have nowhere to stay. I had because I can draw, I got that full ride, and the school asked me, did you want us to include your dorm room for this? And I was like, my auntie was like, no, you can stay with me. And, and it's like, I was like, no, I have a place to stay. You can stay in the place in the back. I'm like, okay, so I tell them I got somewhere to stay. That happened. I get there, was in my first semester, all of a sudden she decided to move. But at the time I didn't have a car. I didn't know my way around Atlanta. Didn't really know anybody. So she moved to a part of Atlanta where public transportation didn't go. So I lost that scholarship. I had to go back home to Columbus and fell into like almost a 6-month depression stage. Yeah. So
What about you?
Oh. I got into like every college I applied to.
So
But I wanted to stay close to home because my grandparents had just moved to Cartersville and they'd always lived in Tennessee. And I'd never been away from my parents. And so I decided to go. And I loved my years at Kennesaw. I really, high school was horrible, but college, I blossomed. I was on homecoming court in college. Who's on homecoming court? I never made it in high school or anything like that. I was on homecoming, I blossomed, and I loved it there. But I would have probably been go.
Yeah. Go far.
Go big or go home,
Yeah.
girl. And don't date a man. Seriously, just go be a hoe. Just go
Have
enjoy. Go love everyone, but don't believe everything you hear
Yeah.
from men. Sorry, but don't.
You're just
It's
putting
not
us
fun.
down.
Yeah. I wish I would have went off, not out of Georgia, but just went off somewhere else to school.
Okay, I got something for y'all, and this is kind of piggybacking off what you said.
All right.
What would you do differently when you were back if you were 18 with the knowledge of everything that you have now?
Went off to school.
Hmm?
I went off to school.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have went off.
I probably would have stayed where I was.
In Grambling?
Yes.
You hear that, Miss Ruby?
I would have been done in 3 years.
Miss Ruby like, yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't have gotten married.
Yeah. Jesus. But I was 21. But yeah,
The first time,
Yeah.
or the second,
that part.
or the third.
I'm working on 3.
I would have accepted that dorm.
Yep.
Would have
Yeah.
accepted that dorm. Y'all know, at that time, I actually had a lined up job for Pixar films.
Oh wow.
And I have never seen a drawing. What is this? Okay, next week I'm expecting a personal drawing.
See, there you go. You got
Now I
your.
wish I
Now
would've-
you have
Now it
gotten
got me thinking,
yourself.
dang, I should have went off to school. Because then I wouldn't have met that boy. Because I'm I would have met him. Man, I'm going to go back to school.
Yeah.
And I got plenty of people down
Yeah.
there who's trying to talk to me. I ain't studying you.
Yeah.
It would have been totally different.
Looking
But
for
you couldn't
love.
go. I remember.
All the wrong places.
You was like, I can't
Yeah,
leave my
keep putting
mama. And I was
up.
like, April, you can go. It's not that
know.
bad.
I
It was
just
only
couldn't
2
leave.
hours.
I want to talk more about my drawing that I'm getting next week.
What?
I want to see this talent.
I've got a couple of drawings that I've done.
I want to see it. It might be good for you though. Do you still draw?
I do, but a lot of the drawings that I've been doing lately have just been on the computer.
Put your foot down.
Girl, what you doing? You're just knocking her out.
I think her shoe was coming off. She was trying to fix this.
The back of it. Yeah.
Where'd she get that chicken nut? Oh, that's right. She had food. All right.
So
Well,
we-
very good, Miss Jennifer. With them subjects that made me piggyback off one of them. All right. I got something for y'all. All right. So this is going to be a little ridiculous, but I'm going to say it anyway. So let's just say you are given a challenge, okay? If you can do it, you will win $1 million. But the thing is, all you have to do is hold your pee for 5 days.
Hold my pee for 5
Nope,
days.
I've lost.
Hold on. Let me finish it out. All you have to
What
do,
is-
hold
all
on. All you have to do is hold your pee for 5 days. But this is the thing.
You know it's not possible.
If you, well, I think it. I don't know. But this is the thing. You will have 3 days of preparation for it.
You still
But then
gotta
the
pee.
next 5. Well, hold on. Okay, so you just go. All right, but this is the thing. If you can't do it, a cash prize of $993,000 will be given to the person you borderline hate, and a check for $7 will go to you. Now,
I guess I got the $7.
Olivia.
a check for $7.
Yeah, I got it. Whole check. Hopefully it
Now,
don't bounce.
would you accept the challenge? Yes or no? Why? Why not?
Because I can't hold pee. I'm old. No.
You know what? You just make it seem like I'm just dating like this woman that's just in assisted living.
Well, I mean, firstly, it's a lot of things for a woman if you hold your pee like that. So no. I'm not gonna hold my pee.
Somebody, make you laugh, make you cough. It's a
Like,
wrap.
firstly, you gotta drink something because you can't go 5 days without drinking some water. And
But you
that's
can drink
automatically gonna have you go pee. You're gonna pee on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So
I've already lost because I've already peed on myself.
yeah. So
So you wouldn't accept the challenge.
I wouldn't accept it because it's not possible. If something was it was a possibility, I know I could try to do. That's not possible.
Okay. And you wouldn't accept the challenge. I'm sorry. Miss Jennifer, would you accept the challenge?
I wouldn't be able to make the challenge, but I mean, I could have if I was younger. So I used to have my ureters didn't connect to my bladder, and I would never have to go to the bathroom, and that was the problem. So like my urine
Wow.
backed up into my body and started eating my organs. When I
Oh, well,
was
that's
young.
not it.
And so I
do you
had to have
realize what you're-
surgery when I was going right before I went into 6th grade and I have like fake ureters. But back in the day, I would have accepted your challenge and won.
Yes, good.
But
She can't
because
pee.
my kidneys have been eaten up so much from that, I would not be able to do that. So
You did that to yourself.
Miss Malika can
well-
attest because she watches my cats for bathrooms.
Well,
Olivia.
Look what you got.
well, to be
Go
honest
to
with you,
Ruby.
I would do it.
But you
Go to Auntie
couldn't.
Ruby.
Yes, I could.
So you got the same problem. Get stuff get made up.
No. But remember now, I said you have 3 days to prep for it. Meaning, I will do the exact same thing a lot of bodybuilders do. And that's suck on a rag. Suck on a wet rag. Because it's noticeable problem. Again. See what you did, Jennifer?
The white lady causing problems.
Causing problems with nothing. But bodybuilders, what they would do is that the very first problem that people will have is their mouth being dry. So a lot of bodybuilders, what they do is they just take a wet rag and they just suck on it to take that dryness out the mouth, and it helps them to, cut water weight and stuff like that.
So
prior
when you
to-
pass out because you
Hey,
dehydrated,
we just gonna go there, huh?
I'm trying to think, like, you didn't think of something to make it even possible.
5 days, I can't even go through the night.
waking up, gotta go.
Well,
I
Yeah,
think, I think I can wait a few more hours.
I would try it, but I would name my the person who I borderline hate somebody I'm actually cool with.
Oh,
But then that's not fair.
How
Because
is that
then it's
fair?
somebody that you like, not hate.
Well, that's true. I guess it won't work that way.
I know.
So I guess I won't do it.
I mean, really hard.
Well, to be honest with you though, yeah, but you know what? To be honest with you, and there was actually a message in this. The message that I had in this was that there is no amount of money that will ever beat the value of relief.
True.
It's just not out there. I mean, even though I said I would try, I lose. I lose because as soon as you have to pee, because that's like
As
one
soon
of
as
the
you
worst
cough,
things.
as soon as you sneeze, this is like,
Well, I ain't gonna
it's
lie.
out.
I could go 5 days without eating.
Yeah. And everything look delicious then, don't it?
Right?
I wouldn't even
You'll
eat
be
them.
hangry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and you know, I
Get out
wouldn't,
my way.
I wouldn't even let you take the challenge. Because
Getting
I
mad,
don't.
tipper is short.
That's when you need to have that Bible.
That's when you need to have what?
That Bible. Starting that you're fasting for God and it just, hey.
I thought we were beating them back. Like, stop being hungry. No, I was kidding.
Yeah, fasting with a purpose. I'm doing this to get closer to God. That's why I'm doing it. Not for the money, but for Him. I get it. I
What's
get it.
the next one?
All right. What's the next what?
Yeah.
Next subject.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Moving on, huh? Goodness. All right. So, Miss Malika, this is yours.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which one? I know there was a couple.
All right. So we'll go to this one. Kids seem to be having more authority than parents.
There's this person that has a son. She was making sure he was getting his medicine. He was giving all this talk back. The dad hears it, comes in. He hits her. Then the dad goes off and grabs him by the shirt and hits him in the face. That's the gist of it. Somehow 911 gets called. They come out and the officer was like, yeah, he was probably in the wrong, but because you hit him, you're the adult, you're supposed to know better. You're going to jail.
So you saying that
Did that accidentally hit the kid?
No, he hit him on purpose because he hit his mom.
Oh.
so I was about to say, so the mom went in to neutralize the situation.
No,
The boy-
she was already the situation. The dad went in there to try to neutralize the situation and just escalated.
Okay, so the son hit the mom. Mm-hmm. Then the husband got the son. Mm-hmm. And the dad went to jail.
For whooping his kid.
But they said you can whoop kids. It was him holding him by the collar that got him.
How old's the boy?
16.
What? He's supposed to get jacked up and punched in the chest.
This
Like,
ain't a
you
little
don't hit your
person.
mom?
So, you know, the thing that gets me about situations like that is because it says in the Bible, I'm pretty sure it does, don't spare the rod.
No, it says spare the rod. Oh, it says spare the rod.
Don't spare the rod.
Because you'll spoil the child.
Spare the rod, spoil the child.
Yeah, I knew it was something like that.
Yeah.
So that means
Yeah.
use the rod,
Yeah.
and your child will not be spoiled.
Mm-hmm. So in other words, get in the ass if you need to.
Honestly, that 16-year-old. Oh my God. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Just the fact that the 16-year-old thought it was okay to hit the mom,
Yeah.
and I think I know who we're talking about, but I'm just saying, in my situation, if it was my child, and I know I don't have children, so you can say, oh, she don't know, but I deal with a lot of children. There would never be a question
No.
of if I would allow you to hit me.
No.
I am paying for your life.
Yeah.
You are here because of me.
That is it.
I am the reason that you are breathing. If I want to take away that breath, it is my right.
And if
Like,
I'm
he didn't hear that saying, you know, I brought you in this world, I can take you
I
out.
was just
Yeah.
about to say that. I was
That's
just about
it.
to say that.
Like, if
I'm gonna go to jail, it's gonna be worth it because
As a child, if I had done that to my mother, I would not be alive today to see the sunshine.
You know, I think that too much social media is being involved in kids' life, and it's almost to the point that it's raising them thinking that this type of stuff can happen. You know, because the
but
child.
they know all the law.
But that's what I'm saying, though. So they were like, well, if you do this, I can call the police on you.
Yeah, I said that one time.
Somebody used to do that back in the day.
My mama said you got to get to the phone. When you get to the phone, you call 911. They come and get me. I'm gonna beat you till they get here. And then when I get out of jail, I'm gonna beat you again for putting me in jail. So bump that phone and call the 911.
But there was something you said. Yeah, I agree, April. But there was something you said that threw me off. You saying that, was it the hit that got him in jail, or the fact that he jacked him up by a shirt?
Shirt. Because you can spank your child, but because he pulled him by the collar, that's considered like a chokehold.
What?
Right.
So okay. They
And
usually
there's a
try to
mark.
say that kids see it from somewhere. So could it be that he's seen his dad hit his mom?
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
No.
Now, can the mom press charges on the son?
That did not happen.
I knew it wouldn't happen, but I mean, I'm just saying, could you?
If
'Cause I'm like an eye
if
for
the
an
mom
eye.
had said, yes, he hit me, that's not happened. The mom was downplayed it.
Of course she did.
and that's when problems
That's
come
why
in.
they got
That-
bad.
So now, what's gonna stop it? The next time he hits her multiple times, and the dad cannot step in, like, now you're just asking for trouble.
Yeah, because he now and not because he now the dad sees what can happen if he
Steps in.
steps
Right.
in.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, so now the boy is gonna be even more
And he
Yeah.
lived in their house,
aggressive,
eating their food that they bought with no job.
wearing the clothes that she bought.
Yeah, well, if you want to be grown, you can be grown and get on out the house.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's no
Yes.
excuse for a man to hit a woman. I
Regardless
don't
of
care
what
if you're
age.
related.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're brother and sister. I don't care.
What if the woman hit the man first?
I don't know. There's always there's
I mean, I understand, but to me, I feel like nobody should be hitting nobody. But if the woman hits the man, it's not going to hurt as the man hitting the woman.
So if the woman balls up her fist and hit the man with a right hook, then
It would totally depend on circumstances. If you're talking about in anger over an argument, no, it's not right. But if they're being attacked, yeah, of course it's right. That's self-defense.
it is self-defense. What if the woman is a bodybuilder and about the size of a man?
If the man's attacking
just
her,
like
then
she
that's
says.
just a poor choice of the man. He should have thought of a better target.
They're like, you be better off being gay.
I mean, that's just a bad choice on his part. But like, if it's out of anger and they're having a fight and she decks him,
Then she's
then yeah,
gonna-
she should go to jail.
yeah.
Woman go to American Gladiator training every day. So, you better. Like,
No.
Nope, couldn't do it. Which
I was like, what's the other?
what's the other?
What's
Yeah.
the other question?
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh, we got another. I'm liking this.
okay. What was the other questions I had here?
You said you told me.
Oh
the
yeah.
gifs of
All
it.
right, that's right. So, what is bi-curious to you guys? What does that mean to you?
That you're curious if you like the same sex or not, but you don't know if you will do, so you want to try it out. I don't know.
But aren't you gay if you're thinking like that?
No, you just want to try. Like,
I'm listening.
I mean, I don't feel like you're gay, or whatever the proper terms are now. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't either. And so I'm gonna go ahead and apologize to
Yes.
everyone that I am not meaning to be offensive on any level or
None
to
of
anger
us.
anyone.
Yes.
I love everybody, but I am not hip to all the new terms.
Yes.
Well, I mean, okay, say you've never had ostrich meat, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And you go and like somebody offers you ostrich meat, okay? You've never had it. And you just say, I just want to try it and see if you like it. But then you find out, you know what? It didn't sound good. I didn't like it. I'm never going to eat ostrich meat again. But you wouldn't have known that unless you'd had it.
Yeah.
Now,
But wouldn't I have to be actually curious about ostrich meat in the beginning?
Yes.
not necessarily if you're out with the boys and the boys are like, hey, man, we're going to get ostrich burgers tonight. There's this new place. We're going to, and you're like, I've never had ostrich meat
So-
in my life. I'm just really talking about ostrich
Yeah,
meat.
she's really
Oh,
talking
okay.
about
Yeah.
ostrich meat.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. My bad.
No, I mean, I'm just saying, like, you
She
know,
was giving that analogy.
analogy of you don't know if you like it until you try it.
So my curiosity would be based on the fact that I'm hanging out with a bunch of guys who eat ostrich meat.
But I mean,
No.
but it,
Sometimes, I mean, depends. That
mean-
could be that situation, but you might be like, oh, that might be something that tastes good. Just like us trying shark. I was like, never thought about it, but when we were in Panama, that's what we did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or you watch something, since we want to go back to that, you watched it and you're like, I wonder what it's like, and you just try it, and then you're like, yeah, this ain't for me.
or you're in prison for 10 years and all you got is sausage around and you are horny as hell.
Not for sausage.
But
But
would you not be the top?
You can be the top. So
Or if you close your eyes, it might feel like a girl going down on you. I mean, I'm just saying.
But
You
That's
asked
like
this
a-
question.
But that
Well-
wouldn't be called bi-curious. I think bi-curious actually seeks it out. Like they're actually curious about it. But I mean, but I was just giving you the examples here.
Yeah.
But I, you know,
Some people just don't see, I guess, the sex, the physical outside. They're like, oh, like.
they
was
love
it-
the person.
Yeah.
And loving that person, they want to love them in an intimate way as well.
You know,
But-
the whole
but-
Wayne Brady thing coming out as, what is that, pan, which is another
Whatever.
way for saying
yeah.
bye or something. I don't know.
what's the difference between pansexual and polysexual?
I don't even know.
Poly means more than one, so that means you have a whole bunch of people in your relationship.
Oh, well, way to kick that
that's-
knowledge there.
Well,
Miss
because
Lane.
I mean, I'm thinking of like when people are married to a lot of people. That's poly what?
Polyamorous.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know.
Polygamy. Polyamorous is the one where you have a lot of people in your relationship.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So polygamy is the marriage.
Oh, okay.
The marriage
The marriage
aspect. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's just that, I mean, it's okay. If, you know, it's easy for a woman, in my opinion, to be.
That's what they all say.
It is, it's easy for a woman to be bi-curious
Why?
because it's so widely accepted. It's been accepted for so long.
But
Most,
why? It's not easy for me. I play my own boobs, my own stuff. I don't play with hers.
I know, but I'm just saying, though, it's not really frowned upon. Like,
So
to
we're
the
looking at
opposite.
from a man's perspective. A
That's
lot of
what I
time.
was about to get to. It's a little different from a man. It's like,
But that's how we get all into. Then it goes into a whole nother realm.
But I think that's y'all's own fault.
yeah, but it's like, it's just that.
That's
you know,
what men like to see.
ask the question, I wonder what it's like to have
Touch
it.
somebody's balls.
That's wow.
She got you on that one. You ain't got nothing
She
to say.
ain't get me. She got the bi-curious. But I'm just saying, but it's like, you know, asking, you know, a guy asks himself, I wonder what it's like to have it pushed in instead of coming out. I should try
Hey.
that.
No, I've always said I always wanted to know what it felt like as to be a man. Like I've always said that I would love to have a dick for a day. Oh my God.
Dick for a day.
I would put that thing in so many places.
I can
Let
see
me just
that.
tell you.
You
I
can
can-
pee standing up.
I can see that
Yes.
store opening up right now, right beside the axe
I have
throwing
a dick
place.
for a day. Yeah. I tried out. I have to be like, because I just want to know what it feels like for you. 'Cause it's totally different for me.
Oh my God! You know they got anime cartoons and manga magazines out that does.
No, I didn't know this.
Yeah.
What more information
Yeah.
do you know?
I was like, who? What? I don't even
Yeah.
what
know
else do you
that.
know?
You know the Japanese porn comics and cartoons. They have all that stuff out there.
Well, see, you know about it because I don't.
But I think that men in society have made it that way, though. Like, Malika wouldn't think anything if I was like, hey, come feel my boobs. They feel weird to you? And like, or if I was like, hey, does that feel like a lump? And her
Yeah.
come over here and check my boob. But you're not going to go up to another dude and be like, hey, feel my nut. Does that feel like I got, will you see if that's a cancerous tumor in my nut? No, y'all
Like,
won't
can
do
you hold
that.
this while I cough? Let me tell you what you.
Y'all have such a big, I don't know, like y'all are just so afraid that people are gonna be like, oh, you gay. even if it's just healthy, like, you
Yeah.
know, like,
Yeah,
but I would have
yeah.
no problem being like, y'all, does that feel weird right there? Like, feel that squeeze out. Is that weird? You know, like, it'd be nothing.
Oh my, like, they do Homer shoulder and grandma asses. Do I feel?
Now, on the football field, yeah. Y'all be slapping it. Y'all be patting each other's booties.
I still don't understand why they do that. I mean, I know what it's a representation of, but come up
we
with
got a
something else.
student in my room that just does it all the time.
But I'm not like, Malika, good job today working. Let me pat that booty. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's good. What? Like, why are you?
It's like,
touching
it's
this
become
man's
accepted now.
fourth quarter ass. I'm
But I
sorry.
mean,
what?
it's accepted on the football field, so y'all like go crazy with it.
You know what? I honestly believe that I wouldn't want nobody to do that if I was playing football.
They do it in basketball too.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
They
I
do it
just. But
They
I
do
don't
it in
understand.
baseball.
Yeah.
It's like, as long as we're doing manly stuff, we can touch each other's butt cheeks.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, okay. You know what? I kind of.
You don't
went
like
there.
it? You went there. That's your fault.
I went there, but that's what we do. We
But
talk
am I
about
not
these
right?
things.
Am I
You're
not
You're
right?
right. I will not take that from you.
Yes.
Y'all just made it real creepy to me. So I will admit that.
Spitting facts.
Spinning facts. All right. So we are well past the halfway point here. So let me go ahead and say this real quick. So again, we are the MAC address. Make sure you like and subscribe and comment. And, you know, hopefully you are enjoying our podcast so far. But now it is time for...
The random facts.
It's now time for your head to explode from the new knowledge with Malika's Random Facts.
So, these are fun facts, which I didn't know none
What?
of these.
What?
You can buy a square watermelon in Japan. Didn't know
Yeah.
that was a real thing.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. And before alarm clocks, people would pay someone to knock on their window
With a
and
long
wake them up.
stick.
And they would call them knocker-uppers.
They would go by with a huge, really, really long stick and knock on the window.
That's
Yeah.
what normally happens. They have a long stick. They knock it up.
Oh my god.
Good job.
Um,
Random fact.
Yes, there is only one letter that doesn't appear in any U.S. state name. What letter would that be?
X.
I know because I just seen her phone. So I can't say it.
Oh, only one letter?
Yes, it doesn't appear in any state's name.
F.
Now you're not, and
Florida.
I'm like, Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho. Okay, J?
Q.
Oh, see, I'm
Wait a
thinking
minute.
cities. I'm like, oh.
You was naming all kind of cities too. Wait, there's a state out there with a Q.
What?
No.
No.
That's
Yeah.
Canada. Quebec.
Alabama. Oh,
Alabama.
Yes. There are 293 ways to make change for $1. I was like, not.
I'm not teaching all 293 ways to make change for a dollar. It's a lot of pennies.
That is.
Mhm.
No number before 1,000 contains the letter A when spelled out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna try to figure those out in your mind?
No.
That was a fun fact I've already read before.
In your lifetime, you will spend 25 years sleeping unless you have a lot of children.
Or you're sleep deprived like me. You just can't sleep at night.
You need to get some medicine. What's going on with your sleep?
Melatonin.
I've never been a sleeper since high school. I've always been 3 to 4 hours every night. If I get more than 3 to 4 hours, then I feel terrible.
Oh, wow.
It's weird.
Yeah. So you're just up all the time.
Yeah.
You need to put in that right situation to get you some sleep.
I'd love to be in that right situation. Get
Last
some sleep.
random fact. Sesame Street's Oscar the Grouch was originally what color?
Oh, I know.
Blue.
this one. White?
He's blue. No, autograph.
Or yellow.
Yeah.
White or yellow or
He was gold.
No.
brown?
No.
Pink.
Orange.
Orange.
I said orange, didn't I?
No, you didn't.
Could've
And he
sworn.
looked very scared
said
because I
blue.
didn't see a picture of him looking orange. I was like, no.
Well, did you know bluebird is a different color in every country?
Oh no. Why is it called Bluebird then?
Or no, big bird.
Oh,
Big bird
yes.
is a different color in
Yes,
different
I've seen
countries.
the Spanish big bird.
And-
He's like green.
Green,
Yeah.
and then like England or whatever that has a blue one. And I'm like, no, Big Bird Jello.
Yes, Big
Those
Bird.
things are freaking creepy. Some of them are creepy too.
Well, his original look of Big Bird, he was very
I
creepy.
think that person was probably on acid or something when they created
like
Sesame
Milk
Street.
Crab.
Like all the good cartoons, they were tripping.
They were.
You know what? Like cereal mascots back in the day used to be creepy too. Like that one cereal where it had this clown on it, and he was like, "Yeah, eat this cereal." I'm like, God,
No,
What
scary.
cereal was that?
something with a circle, something O's. I don't know, clown O's or something like that. I don't know. All I know is that he was terrifying.
That is my random facts.
You are not officially smarter than you was 5 minutes ago, thanks to Malika's Random Facts.
Awesome.
Good
Thank
job.
you, Miss Malika. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get to the game.
Game time.
Game time.
Go.
I thought you had another question.
What?
Oh my gosh, she's just calling you out.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, no, I didn't.
He's like, I'm not asking any
I
more
thought that was two
questions.
things that I had said.
Yeah.
What?
You said-
So we want to talk about that?
Yeah, we can.
He was like, I don't want it because y'all keep
I'm
going.
sorry, because
All
I
right.
had something to go with it.
Okay. We'll go ahead and go into it. So we got one more question here, one of Miss Malika's. All right. So, what are some of the? Are we asking what we're gonna ask? What they was dealing with or they experienced? Okay, I
Just
wanna say.
asking, 'cause
All right,
I'm
what are
like-
some of the mishaps and misadventures you have dealt with in the middle of having sex?
Oh, that's not how you asked it. That's not how you phrased it.
Well, how did I phrase it?
I don't remember how you
I just want to
You
hear your
gonna-
answer now because you had an answer.
Okay,
already.
well, answer it in the way of how you heard it.
What were you
remember
thinking?
now because you
Oh.
like they made it
Okay.
sound like okay, yeah, I pooted during sex while we were
Okay,
doing.
the
Yeah.
a mishap, a
It
mishap
happened.
or misadventure with having sex. April,
What are some of the strange things that have happened?
or you have
Or-
done.
Yeah, some
You
crazy.
didn't know your period's gonna come on.
Yeah.
And,
Oh.
Yeah.
and then when they're done, you're like, what happened? It's like, I don't know.
When people
it's not that
scream.
You're just so big.
Yeah.
It's a little bit up. I was
time. You put my
I
cheek.
was a virgin.
Even though I have a child, I was a virgin.
You accidentally pooped, not poop, but pooped.
Pass gas.
Gas. He's like, oh my god, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Did you know that
Oh my
if you're doing doggy style and you poop, it's by the time it gets to the guy, it's cold.
What?
Yeah.
How do you know this information?
Don't ask questions. Just know
Like,
that I
don't
know.
understand. Like, what you mean it's
It
cold?
gets
It's like by the
cold.
time it's like because you know.
How strong is this flatulence?
I'm just saying it comes out hot or warm or whatever, but by the
Mine
time
is
it gets
not that like
by the time it gets to the man's nose, it's cold. It's like a cold.
that
stanky
was not an
breeze.
accident if it went with that much force. Like, that person farted on you on purpose. Cause I swear I'd be like, if I'm
it
in the
was-
middle of like doing
said-
the deed, I would be like trying to let it out just a little bit at a time.
Let me tell you something. You know, it all it is. If the dude is knocking the back out, you gotta expect the air to come with it.
I mean, that's normal though. I mean, whatever you
Yeah.
want. Farting, queefing, that's
Yes.
normal. Like,
I hate the queefing though. I hate it with a passion.
What you mean? Wait, what is
Oh god,
The gas and
we got an instrument, and then there's someone.
talking about from your
Yeah.
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah.
I don't like
What
that.
When they
thing?
let too much air in
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
you know, like don't put it all the way up. Then, dude, it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. They try to. I had somebody make me feel like I was the problem.
That's stupid.
Because-
That's just somebody stupid. Why you with somebody stupid like that? No, kick them to the curb.
Yeah,
They
I'm like,
stupid.
I didn't do it. I knew it was gonna happen. As soon as you did, I'm like, yeah, that's a bunch of air just.
I
went in there.
think awkward like when you're going at like you're really like I'm talking y'all going at it and then it like you accident you don't hit or they don't hit or you don't hit the right angle and it go and then like and you know they're like oh god you know
We love it. Men love it.
when it breaks almost.
No, I'm just saying when you do the queef thing, we love that.
No, that not all men love it.
Not, honey, not all men.
Well, I do.
Yeah, not all men do because you know, they try to make you feel bad.
All men are not equal.
That, okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, because you know, a lot of times it's the guy is causing that to happen. You know, like you said, it depends on a certain way you go in
Right.
and you trap that air and then you pushing it all out. So,
It annoys the living daylights out of me.
well, this is new.
I
I know.
We just learning everything. That's all coming out on the
That's why he
table.
didn't want to have the
That's the
conversation.
reason why I didn't want to talk about this. That's right. Abe. I'm trying to get on to the game. Like, it was like, we got one more
No,
subject.
because I was
God
like,
darn
you
it.
said this, you like, this is Malika's questions. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
She had two.
Or when like you're doing something like an ex-boyfriend or something, or an ex or whatever would have liked, and they like, nah, don't do that, and you're like, sorry,
I thought you like it.
I thought you would have liked it.
Same. No.
You would have
Or-
liked it.
They ask you like, where you learn that from? What? That's new? Thought I've been doing it.
The things that have happened, or it's like I burped
Oh, Lord.
in his mouth. It was hot wings.
Oh, that's happened, yeah.
Yeah, and he was like, I was like, so sorry.
Yeah, because he doesn't like the breath thing. Like both y'all about the breath. Y'all are like,
Well-
I remember that episode.
Well, this is the thing, and you know what's this? We might as well just
Just let it out. Let's
let
go.
it out.
Let's just
We
talk
family.
about it.
The night that happened,
Everything bad happened.
it was like a pinnacle of just things that's bad was following afterwards. When that happened, first off, I couldn't breathe. And all I breathed was hot wings, and it was just so weird. And then she did it, and it went up my nose, and I just like choked.
And then you farted on him and it was cold.
Hold on. So we got, experimental,
Oh.
and we used this. We used this. What is it?
It's called O.
It's like a.
It's like a,
sensation gel. or
yeah,
Heating or cooling?
it's kind of both.
something? Well, let us tell you what it did. So
Like
we-
it was for him.
They had to end up taking a Benadryl.
Might as well
What?
knock me out.
Well, this is what happened. So she normally uses it, which means she was well aware of how much to use. So I decided to use it and didn't know how much. So
I was on fire.
I
was
used it-
got a hose because I felt like I was on fire.
I used way too much on her, and it had her. You could almost smell the smoke coming out of her. It was that, but it
You didn't have
burnt-
to shave for weeks because you burned the hair off.
It was burning her, but it pretty much just Novocaine my mouth. Like I couldn't feel nothing. I was slobbing.
You already know.
Oh my god! I just pretty.
Good man. Good man. That's a good man right
I
there.
just realized what just
That
happened.
is a good man right there.
I
He's a
just
keeper.
realized
That
what
is
just
a
happened.
keeper. That is a keeper.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Gotta get it up there.
Yeah.
It just hit me.
Both
It just
sets
hit
of lips were tingling.
me. I just realized.
Just her facial.
Froze. She was
I'm
like,
saying that's a concern. But hey, you know.
Because I didn't think you were going to stay up there.
Alright. I was in a totally different region on you, but now I went north. Okay.
Look at what it
Hey,
You wouldn't have won the bet.
your dedication and commitment is noted. True love.
Ooh, you trying to blow it out. That's what.
So, in conclusion, it was a bad night.
it was a bad day.
Yeah.
Or catching a cramp in the back of your thigh.
Oh yeah.
And your face.
Or you get a Charlie horse in the bottom of your foot, or
Yes.
your hip will cramp, and you're
Yeah,
like, oh my god, like,
Or if you're doing something else and your whole jaw locks up.
oh
You're
yeah,
like, okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They have no idea.
No
Yeah.
They have no idea.
Yeah.
And then I did have a sorority sister. It wasn't me, but
It wasn't you.
Nice cover
no,
up.
no, it wasn't me. I swear. But he put some of that like numbing cream on him, so he wouldn't like blow so fast.
Yeah.
And she didn't know it. And
Oh,
she ended up going
forever.
down on him. And then she couldn't feel her lips or her tongue.
Wow.
And then she like bit her tongue and like they had to go to the hospital and get like stitches.
No.
Yeah. No, but like it numbed her whole mouth and she didn't know. So it's kind of similar to your story.
Wow. Just
But-
brought me right back. Just brought me right on back in here.
I mean, when you're in a relationship, you're supposed to experience things.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
don't know till you experience it.
Yeah, but I just,
You gotta try new things.
yeah. But
Or I'll laugh. There's been a million times I'm going to kiss him and then I laugh and just blowing out his whole face.
Yeah, so with her saying that, this happened recently. It happened before, but it happened recently. The thing I realize I can't do is if I'm trying to be intimate with her, I cannot make her laugh. because she gets the giggle bug.
Why would you want to be making her laugh?
Well, I'm just saying, it's just
I don't
that
know. It could be just a thought that ran through my head, and that's a wrap.
yeah, or she'll catch some pain or something, and she gets still, and like one of the things that can happen is that we could be kissing or something like that, and a pain will hit, and the first thing she likes to do is grab me and crush whatever she's holding. It don't matter
All
if it's
pain,
all
the
the pain. It's just like, and it's like no matter what she grabs, it makes my jaw go up. I'm like, because it is just so painful. So, and then she be cracking up at that, and then it's all downhill.
Yeah.
All right. I feel like we've learned a lot.
I did not.
Was
want
this
it.
episode how we are more closer together and bonded?
Oh my god.
I was just like, you're turning around. You're like, oh my gosh, what did I get myself into?
Last time I pre-read with you.
No problem. No problem.
Next
no,
question.
You
These
said,
are great this week.
you
Next
said you
question.
had this question for Malika.
Well, I
Where's
tell
that
you what,
question
elephant
at?
memory, I won't do this no more.
I can't
Oh
remember
my.
what it was, but you said this question. I'm like, oh, I can beat off of that one.
I would try to save some of this stuff for the next podcast. Oh well. Oh my goodness.
Think of new questions. Think of crazy.
I ain't.
We're playing games.
It's crazy.
Game time.
Yeah, hallelujah. Fine. All right.
All I see is you're frozen. When you froze.
Yeah, you. I was looking at you. I was like,
My brain was
like,
like,
hold
did
on.
he just say what I thought he said? I'm like, I was like, what?
that's what I seen. I was like, she just like, well, hold on. I said,
I was like, I wasn't there.
he
I
did.
wasn't there. I
I
was
was
in a
trying
totally
to
different
make you
region.
look at me. I'm like, yeah, he said it. He
Totally
said
different
it.
region.
So
Oh
much for.
gosh.
Well, we know y'all good at decoding. Don't we?
He braver man than I was.
Yeah, well,
Oh lordy.
I don't like how this went. All right. Can we play the game now?
I'm ready.
Hallelujah. All right, so game is we're number one. Fast questions, fast answers. That's how it is when you're trying to give us your number one. All right.
All right.
Way it works is it's the same as like the fast money on the other game. The way it works is you just try to give me number one answer. Who wants to go first?
I go.
All right, April. We're gonna give you game number one. All right. So you got 20 seconds to answer the question, which of course nobody never seen take longer than that, but we'll do what we can. All right, you ready? Excuse me. That burp just seems so out of character with what we just talked about. But that's all right. All right, April, ready? A piece of furniture in a house that is used the most.
The couch.
An item that represents luck.
Money.
A job where an attractive person might get great tips.
A stripper.
A gift you give someone who's always late.
A watch.
Something that starts with S an athlete's room could smell like.
Shit.
Okay. All right. I said, name a piece of furniture in the house that is used the most. You said
Couch.
couch is number one answer. What y'all think number two is?
The bed.
Bed is number two.
A chair?
The toilet.
Kitchen table's number three. All right. I said an item that represents luck. You said
Money.
money. I wish that was the case. It's not even up there. A
Four-leaf clover.
is number one.
A stinging cat?
The swinging cat.
The money cat. With the arm like that?
Yeah.
No, that's not one of the. A rabbit's,
A rabbit's foot.
is number
see,
two.
Look, see, you're not giving me chances over here. You're not giving me chances.
Okay, what's number three then?
Well, I didn't know that. I knew one and two.
A horseshoe is
Horseshoe.
number three.
No, I'm just kidding.
I said a job where an attractive person makes great tips. You said
A stripper.
Stripper's number one.
Bartender.
Bartender's number three.
Waitress.
Waitress is number two. A gift you give someone who's always late. You
watch.
said
But
a watch is
yes.
number one. What y'all think number two and number three is? An alarm clock is number two. A calendar is number three. How that go? It's number 3. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm like,
It's like a condom.
Something. What's it? They tubes tied.
I mean, just birth control.
All right. Something that starts with the letter S in athlete's room could
Sweat.
smell like. You said,
Shit.
which is not up there.
Oh.
Sweat.
Sweat
Socks.
is number
Socks,
1.
that's what
Socks is number 2. Sex is number 3. All right, so that takes care of that one. So, baby, you which one you want? Game 2 or game 3?
3.
3. All right. You ready?
Yes.
Name an animal associated with a holiday.
Animal associated. Reindeer.
You said dick.
No.
That's what I thought you said. Like, what?
Your mind.
That- on that mess we talked about earlier. Things that look better advertised than in real life.
Advertise food.
A food people would add to a bowl of chili.
Beans.
I'm sorry. Okay. Name an event where someone gets crowned.
Prom.
Okay. Finish this line. You always smile when he plays with your
Feet.
feet. All right.
To the hair.
Yeah, April, I can already imagine what you. All right, so I said name an animal associated with a holiday. Holiday, you said
Reindeer.
reindeer is number 1.
Donkey.
Donking.
Yes.
Donkey. Mary rode a donkey to Bethlehem.
Yes.
Yeah, but turkey is number 2 for Thanksgiving. And
Bunny for
bunny's
Easter.
number 3.
See, that's so.
Generic.
People are not ready.
Ass. Mary rode an ass.
That's what she did.
I said things that look better advertised than in real life. You said
Food.
Food is number 1.
Clothes.
Clothes is not up there. People is number 2.
I was gonna say underwear. Yeah.
Vacations are number 3.
So you get a bad hotel.
See you sweating on the beach.
Like that Virgin Cruise line where the man be saying Karma Chameleon. I seriously doubt it. Anyway, moving on. A food people would add to a bowl of chili. You said beans.
Crackers.
Cornbread.
Cheese. Frito-Lays. Sour cream.
Crackers is number 1.
See?
Cheese is number 2.
Chives.
Sour cream is number 3.
Yeah. I don't eat chili other than on a hot dog.
Name an event where someone gets crowned.
Said prom.
Prom is number 1.
An event where you get crowned.
Please don't say birth.
That was a good one, though.
Yeah.
What about them quinceañeras? Did they get crowns?
A beauty pageant is number 2.
Oh, yeah.
And homecoming is number 3. I said finish this line. You always smile when he plays with your
Feet.
body is number 3. So we'll put that in that category. Your kids is number 1. And with your pets or your dog is number 2.
So I would have.
Kids is 1. Right? You said kids,
Kids
is
is 1. Like if he's
You ain't
playing
got
with the
kids to
dog.
play with my body, please.
Yeah. So
Maybe smile.
I just said body because you said feet. Ain't no telling what April was thinking.
Yeah. It was part of your body. So.
That's true, but that ain't you. All right, Miss Jennifer, you get game number 2. You
I'm
ready?
glad I number 3. That was hard.
All right, Miss Jennifer, you ready?
I guess.
All right. Something that happens to food that's been in the fridge for at least 2 days.
What happens to food it gets cold?
A gift you give to Homer Simpson he would love.
Duff beer.
Okay. Something you don't want to find floating in your drink.
A fly.
Something you drink to warm up.
Hot cocoa.
A reason you would allow someone to come to your house at 1 a.m.
Sex.
All right.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
I got other answers.
All right. I bet you do. I said something that happens to food that's been in the fridge for 2 days. You said it
gets cold.
Mold.
That's not up there. It's eaten is number 1.
Somebody
It gets
eating your
thrown.
food.
Then it's
Yeah.
not in the fridge.
Well, I'm just saying people get it out and eat it still.
I
Yeah.
know. But you know
It's-
what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's not in the fridge.
It's thrown away. Is
For
number
2
2.
days?
Yeah.
They must be rich.
I know.
Or it's forgotten about.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
number 3.
So it's got mold.
Okay.
I've had that.
A gift you give Homer Simpson he would love. Beer is number 1. Donut is number 2. And a bowling ball is
Number 3. See, my brother loves Homer Simpson, so if I didn't answer that correctly, I was.
Something you don't want to find floating in your drink.
Yeah, so a fly,
A bug is number 1.
hair,
Hair is number 2.
like fingernail.
Fingernail.
I don't know.
Dirt. I don't know.
A crumb
A crumb.
is number
That's
3.
backwash, man.
Something you drink to warm you up. You said
I said hot cocoa.
hot
We
chocolate is number 2.
got coffee,
Tea.
Coffee is number 1.
Coffee's number 1.
cider.
Tea.
Nope. Alcohol.
Who's drinking this warm alcohol?
No, yeah, 'cause you get warm after you start.
Alcohol is number 3. I said a reason you allow someone you know to come to your house at 1 in the morning.
Sex.
Sex is number 1.
A water main leak. A leak. In your
House on fire. I don't know.
Well,
Emergency
they're in
vehicle.
danger is number 2.
At 1 in the morning. I'm sorry. That
Well-
don't sound safe to me.
Well, I'm just saying, you can have the girl like,
Yeah.
girl, he acted a fool. Girl, come
Yeah.
over here.
Okay.
Or they're stranded is number 3.
They're
That just
stranded at
caused
your
like
house?
kidnapping right
Well,
there.
they're stranded where they are, and you'll let them stay with you.
No, I gotta know them.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's
They
someone you know.
outside.
Yeah, not no stranger.
I'm more than likely to
Can I
call a
use your
plumber
phone?
for a leak than I am to be like, hey, well, I'll get you a cab home. I'll get you away there.
Yeah.
All right. So
Too many
that,
horror movies.
all right. So you guys, that concludes the game for today. All right. So listen, this is something I
Why
want to
does
know
Chris never play?
because I'm the one that come up with the games.
I'm gonna come up with a game for you
I
next
would
week.
love come up with one. Come up with.
I mean,
a
we
game.
could do the samesies again because that's the only game that he lets me do.
I
Let you do what?
Yeah.
That just
That
sounds
is-
like. Oh, did you see the look he gave me?
no. Let me go ahead and defend myself.
He's like, don't look at me like this. She's gonna
No,
beat
Let
me.
me go ahead. Let me go ahead and defend myself right now. I don't have no control over what she do.
I was just kidding with you. I knew that, but that look was. I wish I had a camera.
And
You're
you
like,
go
no, don't
ahead
say
and-
that.
Don't say that, because then we were like, you
Y'all fighting tonight.
look, I'll find some on TV to binge watch and distract you. Girl, what you want to eat?
That's it. Food.
At least I know what works. All right. So, all right. So, anybody got anything else? We good?
No, we're
I
good.
think we're good.
All right. Well, listen.
This
so
was very entertaining.
it
Yeah.
really.
I've learned a
was.
lot.
Yeah.
Very informative.
Nice way everybody jumped in there too. All right. So, a couple of things that we talked about.
Kids have too much power.
Kids have too much power. Y'all, you kids better recognize who takes care of you, and don't try not do your best to try not to give them any problems because you will be dismissed. Jail or
When
no
you get
jail.
older, you don't want to get dementia, but you might want to forget this conversation we had earlier.
I don't know. I feel like
Boys-
Get it out.
I can't even
Boys
get it
like
out.
to touch each other during sports. That's what we've learned.
Yeah, look, don't use too much of that numbing mess. It'll backfire on you some kind of way. All right, we learned that nothing is more. You can't put a value on relief. All right, yeah, I mean it just doesn't work like that.
And farts are cold when you're in the doggy
We
style.
Thank you, April.
That was probably the biggest takeaway I've taken today, besides the numb lips.
Thank you, April. Thank you, April.
I gotta pee.
God.
She lost the contest.
I
Also-
can't hold it for 5 days.
We also talked about, apparently these mishaps and misadventures and too much information about what happened when you have sex. We also kind of gave an understanding
You
of what
sound
we...
so depressed. saying
Because
that.
I am. Because now people know things.
That's your own fault.
But just make sure you listen to the podcast and figure out what it all was. All right, so...
Like and subscribe.
So, yeah, definitely make sure you like and subscribe if you enjoyed the podcast. Put the word out for us. Help us grow. Don't forget to comment. And again, if you're feeling generous and appreciate what we do, you can also make a donation to our podcast through our Cash App.
And they can buy more toys that they can experiment with and we can hear about on the podcast. Please support.
And on that most absolutely unnecessary,
Send your money. I'll go to the store myself.
and on that most unnecessary, I really didn't want to hear it. Nope, we're all going to go ahead and say bye.
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 Have a good one, everyone.